We have breaking news of a massive three-team trade involving the Hurricanes, Ducks, and the Toronto Maple Leafs, and we're going to break it all down for you coming up on this episode of Hat Trick HQ. Before we get into it, just want to say that 77% of you guys watching this aren't subscribed, so for big NHL fans like all of us here on the channel, make sure to go down below, hit that subscribe button. We're on the road for 3,000 subscribers, and really appreciate it. If you're not subscribed already, go down below and hit that subscribe button. But with that said, let's get right into the main topic of the video today, which is Leafs make the perfect trade. And as we take a look here, this is from David Pagnotta on Twitter. He says it's three-way season. The trade details are: to the Toronto Maple Leafs, right-handed defenseman Ilya Lyubushkin; to the Ducks, a third-round pick, and Anaheim retains 50% of Lyubushkin's deal, and the Hurricanes get a sixth-round pick, with Carolina retaining 25% of Lyubushkin's deal in this. So this would mean that the Leafs are getting Lyubushkin at a cap hit of $687,500 with double retention, less than league minimum salary. That leaves plenty of room for further moves before the March 8 trade deadline. And as we take a look at Ilya Lyubushkin here, obviously, like I said, right-handed shot defenseman, 29-year-old from Russia, former Maple Leaf, now back with the Leafs again. And as we take a look at his stats here, obviously this guy is a great stay-at-home right-shot defenseman here. He's a guy who's going to get the blocks, get the hits, as we see this season with 55 games with the Ducks. He has 138 blocks, 112 hits, with 4 assists on the board as well. But Mark, I mean, this is a huge trade. I mean, we were just getting ready to bunker down for a good night's sleep, and we seen this trade break, and we had to get on and record a video for you guys. I mean, this is just a massive trade for the Toronto Maple Leafs. The first of many, I believe, and we just want to get your initial thoughts as a Toronto Maple Leafs fan of having Ilya Lyubushkin come back to the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Well, first off, I want to say welcome back, Boosh. This guy was great in his time with the Leafs. We've seen him come in. I kind of mentioned this in the video earlier, actually. We've seen him come in, play next to Morgan Riley. He's not going to be your best defenseman. He's not going to be your best defensive defenseman. He definitely won't be your best offensive defenseman. But this is one of Treliving's kind of stereotypical players. He wants big bodies that can be hard to play against. We've seen Lyubushkin year after year just be so physical, really. He lays the body, he blocks shots, he will put a lot on the line. He can generate a tiny bit of offense. This will go up once he does make the Leafs team. But I think this guy is going to slide in perfectly in this Leafs lineup. And especially with a guy like Liljegren out right now, Brody looking better on the left side. It's nice that the Leafs finally grabbed another right-handed defenseman to get into the lineup. He's a guy that has played a bit of penalty killing time for the Anaheim Ducks, so we can use him in this sense. But overall, you're trading a third and a sixth, which might seem like a tiny bit, but you are getting 75% retained. Like Chris Johnson said, this is below a league minimum contract. It frees up so much more room for the Leafs to keep aggressively trying to add to this team. We might see another right-handed defenseman come in. We might see them go get more center depth, wing depth, maybe another goalie, which I highly doubt they will, but there's a possibility. Who really knows? I didn't have Lyubushkin being traded for at midnight Newfoundland time on my bingo card this weekend. So the big thing is, like I said, you get in this guy, he's a physical defenseman. He knows how to play in the playoffs. He kind of knows the system. It was only a couple seasons ago when he was on this team playing with Morgan Riley. He played under Sheldon Keefe. He knows what to do to kind of win. And overall, I don't think it's a terrible trade. If this is the only one they make, maybe I'll be a tiny bit upset. But I think this is a perfect trade just to get the right-handed defenseman, get some insurance on this right side, and just kind of bolster your defense in hopes to make a Stanley Cup run.
Yeah, I really like this trade personally. Everybody, if you've been watching this channel for a while, you know how much I love these defensive, gritty type defensemen, and this is what you're getting with Ilya Lyubushkin. And Mark kind of broke it down perfectly here. You're getting a great guy who can get some penalty kill time. He's going to go out, he's going to bang bodies, block the shots. A great guy to have in a playoff series, a guy who's going to get under the opponent's skin a lot. And I'm just excited to have Boosh back in Toronto because, I mean, this guy is just such a powerhouse on the back end. And I can't wait to see him put a Leafs jersey back on. But we're going to look at where we may see him fit here. My opinion, I think you see him here on this third pairing in William Lageson's spot here. Obviously, Mark Giordano went out tonight in tonight's contest, unfortunately, which is probably why we may have seen this trade happen. As we see the Toronto Maple Leafs defenseman Mark Giordano Giordano was injured in Thursday's game against Arizona and didn't return after falling into the boards. According to Sheldon Keefe, Giordano suffered a head injury, but wasn't sure about the extent of it. And obviously, Mark, I mean, this is just heartbreaking for Toronto Maple Leafs fans. Mark Giordano going down with injury just after getting back into the lineup. I think this may be of what caused to maybe go and get out and getting Ilya Lyubushkin.
Yeah, the big thing is you see Giordano go down, so now this is going to kind of shuffle the lines a bit more. Liljegren's out right now, but my ideal situation when Liljegren returns and Lyubushkin's added to this lineup, if they don't make any more moves, and say a guy like Giordano's out for a while, is we've seen Morgan Rielly kind of flourish when you put him into this third pairing, just kind of, and I want to say in quotations, third pairing, where he gets a bunch of power play time. He can get double shifted with other pairings. But I think him and Lyubushkin on, like I said, in air quotes, the third pairing. Then you have guys like McCabe and Benoit that works perfectly on the second pairing. And TJ Brody and Liljegren. I actually really like these three pairings. I think they work perfectly together. You can kind of mix and match. You can put Morgan Rielly with, just say, TJ Brody in one shift. You can just kind of keep him with Lyubushkin on another. And overall, if they do go out and get another defenseman, it kind of would puzzle me on who they have to move out with all the players they have right now. But I definitely think with Giordano being out with his head injury, I'm hoping it's not for long term. I'm hoping it's just something he got shaken up and he's back next game. But it seems like they did make this trade immediately after. So there might be some concern around the Leafs organization that Gio might be out for an extended period of time.
Yeah, I definitely think you're right there. I think is hopefully, obviously, we don't hope he's out with injury. I mean, he's a great defenseman. Love Gio, loved his personality, and he finally got back into the Leafs lineup. And now going down with injury just really sucks to see. But there is a bright side to it here with a new guy coming in Ilya Lyubushkin. I guess a new old guy, former Leaf, but coming back for another round here as a Toronto Maple Leaf. And I, like you said, I really like these pairings that they do have here, the ones that you kind of put forward here with Rielly and Lyubushkin. I really like the Brody and Liljegren pair. I really thought they were great when we got a little glimpse of that. But like you said, you know what you're getting with this guy. Is the perfect guy to pair with Morgan Rielly in this situation. I mean, he's just going to bang bodies and just, get in front of pucks in front of the net. And I really like this trade for the Toronto Maple Leafs. And I really don't think they're done yet. I think they're going to add a few more pieces here, like you said. And it'll be really fun to watch to see what Brad Treliving does here at the deadline. But, I mean, obviously, we've seen this trade now out of Brad Treliving. And I think it's just a great trade. I think all around, a lot of Leafs fans were hoping to bring in Bush. We've seen it down in the comment section a lot. A lot of you guys were hoping that Bush was going to come back to Toronto. And now he's here. He's back. Just can't wait to see him hit the ice.
Yeah, that's the big thing. And one thing I'm kind of thinking about that I think would be a fun experiment. Do I want them to do in the playoffs? Definitely not. But I think, you go up against a strong team like the Boston Bruins, the LA Kings, just a physical team. I think it'd be really fun just to try Lyubushkin with Benoit next to him. I think this would be a chaos pairing. They would just almost murder everyone on the ice. Would they be the best? Probably not, but I think it'd be kind of fun, especially to test when you get further into the season once you clinch your playoff spot. And once you're starting to rest guys, I could see two of these guys paired together and just see what kind of outcome you get where they're both hard-nosed defenders and really hard to play against.
Yeah, I think that would be such a fun pairing to watch. Wouldn't want to be on the opposite side of the puck with your two of those guys out on the ice because you're going home with a few bruises on you for sure. But, I mean, I guess to kind of wrap it up here, great trade from the Toronto Maple Leafs here, bringing this guy in under the minimum veteran cap hit here. Great defenseman to add to kind of bolster this defense going in to the playoffs. And I'm sure there's lots of more moves to come, and you're going to want to stick around on the channel because we're going to have everything come trade deadline. So make sure to go down below, hit that subscribe button, ring the post notification bell because we're going to be here letting you know all the trades that happen around the NHL come trade deadline. So you're not going to want to miss it. Go down and hit that subscribe button. But we're going to get into everybody's favorite topic here, which is comment of the day. And the comment of the day today goes to our boy Daniel. He said, Ducks pulled Lyubushkin from tonight's game. I mean, what do we got here, Mark? Is Daniel a low-key insider for the NHL here? I mean, he put this comment up, and I mean, minutes after, I mean, we've seen this trade kind of unfold here. So I just want to give Daniel a little shout-out here. He's been a day one supporter here on the channel. Thanks for your support throughout, I guess, almost a year now. Mark, we've been doing this for like almost 8 months now. I mean, it's crazy to think we've been doing it for that long. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to go down below, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're on the road for 3,000 subscribers here on the channel. And we really appreciate it. If you're not subscribed already, to go down below and hit that subscribe button. And check out the video that's popped up on your screen right now. And as always, I've been your host, KC, alongside my co-host, Mark Pye. Keep your stick on the ice.